I hope that with the PERSIST-SEQ consortium, we will be able to share a lot of data with the wider oncology community, and that with that data, it will be possible to, in the end, overcome cancer treatment resistance in order to have a very positive impact on patients' lives.
I hope that the legacy of PERSIST-SEQ will be a number of collaborations with industry, finally resulting in one or two products that will be brought onto the market and will be able to be used in patients, which will create, hopefully, a large impact for them.
Ester Friesje, part of the management team of Oncode Institute and responsible for research and community activities. And within the European consortium PERSIST-SEQ, I'm also a member of the management team, and I aim to contribute the experience we have within Oncode Institute in setting up collaborations, valorization and patient engagement. And my personal motivation to work on this consortium is that I believe that in a European setting, we can really make the next steps in cancer research, ultimately leading to patient benefit.
My name is Emil Pot. I'm a business developer at Oncode, but also an IP expert. I'm a qualified European patent attorney. Within PERSIST-SEQ, I am responsible for assessing new inventions and judging if we need to file IP or that these inventions can just be published as such.
So Oncode Institute is really a collaboration between basic researchers, clinicians, patients, people from biotech and industry, and we really believe that that's necessary for cancer research. Oncode Institute brings together people from different disciplines with different expertise and different backgrounds. And in order to overcome cancer treatment resistance, I think it will be crucial to bring together people with all those different backgrounds. PERSIST-SEQ is, of course, a European collaboration, so also there we see people with many different expertise and perspectives. So I think we can take those lessons learned from the Dutch network also to a European setting. So within Oncode Institute, we really have a goal to bring basic science findings to the patient. So we have active programs on that, not only in terms of funding research, but also bringing different experts together. I think this type of support for basic scientists is also something we can bring into the PERSIST-SEQ consortium, helping the basic scientists to be open to the next steps needed for clinical research. We've been able to bring different parties together and set up a culture of trust and openness with a strong governance of those collaborations. I think that's very important within the PERSIST-SEQ consortium, also in the European setting. We have worked together with many different parties within PERSIST-SEQ. Of course, Dutch partners of Oncode Institute, the Hubrecht Institute and the Dutch Cancer Institute are participants of PERSIST-SEQ, but we also work together with the other parties within the PERSIST-SEQ consortium. For instance, on program management, we work together with our colleagues at Ligature, both from a program management perspective, but also in terms of finance, communication, and patient engagement.
IP protection is all about trying to protect and safeguard innovations. It creates a legal framework that allows the holder of the patent to exclude others from doing the same. IP protection is necessary for companies to justify the huge expenses that they will make for drug development. It's a long and costly process, easily costing between 1 and 2 billion per drug, taking between 10 and 15 years. And at the same time, there's a lot of drug developments that fail. So these costs need to be borne, and the business model is that only an exclusive position, so meaning excluding competitors from entering to the space without bearing these R&D costs, is absolutely necessary. IP protection is essential for bringing a drug product to the patient. Our academic institutions, they are not able to and also don't have the experience in bringing a drug to the market, so thus to the patient. That means that we need companies for that, but companies will not invest in drug development when it's not IP protected. So in that sense, IP protection is essential for bringing a product to the patient and creating impact for that patient. Within PERSIST-SEQ, we assess every invention. We will investigate if it's novel. We will also assess if it's inventive. And if that is the case, we will decide to file a patent application, which means that we are writing up a number of patent claims. We will add all the materials and methods, basically all the data that has been accrued, and we will file that with a national or regional authority. And from that moment, it is protected. Then the whole examination procedure will start, and the examiners will examine if indeed also, according to them, the invention is novel and inventive. And if that is finally the case, we will have a granted patent. IP protection always means that everything what is described in the patent application will be published, so thus shared with the public at large, which is the same for data sharing. The difference between the two is that in case of the IP protection, there's also the possibility of safeguarding and protecting the invention for industry to consider an investment. With every invention and with the technology development within PERSIST-SEQ, we will evaluate if it is important to file a IP protection to maintain the sustainability of the results, although we acknowledge and anticipate that PERSIST-SEQ will not directly develop any drugs, that may be somewhere in the future as part of a collaboration with industry. And it's in that respect that we're trying to every time evaluate what the best IP strategy is. Within the project, we ensure that the data generated is rich and reusable. And if something translational occurs, we will also try to bring it forward through collaborations or licensing or partnerships.